I'm really excited to have our next guest join us from their garage studio in Fort Worth, Texas, the Unlikely Candidates. Hey guys,
What's up, dude? How are you doing?
doing all right, doing all right. How are you?
We're fine.
Can you just type
Just
out subtitles
you
for
know,
us?
doing our thing in out here in Texas. It's a little gloom. Are you in LA?
I'm in San Francisco.
Oh,
San
nice.
Francisco, I got that.
Yeah. How was it out there?
All things considered, doing all right. I got a roof over my head, I got toilet paper.
Yeah,
How about
man.
you guys? You guys been doing a lot of this, live streams and things?
I know, man. It's like, yeah. Yeah. We're trying to keep it to like a minimum as much as we can and like do it only like a couple days a week, and we've been pretty good about that. But yeah, it's nice to be able to do something, honestly. And it's like, keeping the people entertained, doing what we do.
Well, I think I speak for a lot of the fans out there that we thank you for doing these. It's been very entertaining, keeping our mind off things. And you guys were on tour when all the news was coming down. Every day was getting worse and worse. Where were you when you got the word that they may have to shut things down?
Yo, honestly, like it started happening like really gradually. Like so it's like we started hearing about venues canceling and like people falling off a tour, and we didn't really know like what the timeline was going to be, like if there was going to be a moment where everyone was kind of like, all right, everybody, we're unofficially all bailing out at the same time. So it's like a band would drop here and a show there. Uh, this is like extremely fitting that this is where it was going to be. It was like we were in Wyoming in a blizzard at a dude ranch because the venue that we were going to play at got shut down because it was owned by a doctor who'd been speaking out against it. It was at a coding school owned by a doctor that had a live venue. So there's a lot of things there. And we were in this blizzard with this band from Australia called Castle Comers, and this place that we'd played at had never had a rock band play ever. It was only country acts. We were the first rock band, and all the people there were like, "I can't believe that you guys you're making history tonight." I don't think they had an accent because they're in Wyoming, but that's how I do Southern accent.
That's your Wyoming accent.
That's my Wyoming accent. They're like the Texas of the North. Yeah, and like we were all in this cabin at the end of the show. We got a cabin because we couldn't get out. There was a blizzard. It felt very, very hateful eight, and we all just sat in the room together and talked about it. And we're like, we need to shut it down. And it felt very apocalyptic. Like there's a blizzard outside. We're in a tiny cabin, all trapped in here. Everything's completely bleak, and we shut it down. Then we went home.
That's crazy. You guys were really on a roll. This is like your coming out party tour, letting people who know who you were and whatnot. The song was like getting a lot of radio airplay. The song hit number one.
Yeah, we hit number one, and then right after that, the cloud descended. We were supposed to we were on like an insane 3 month, 60, or was it 70 day, 80 day,
60 shows, 80 days.
60 show, 80-day tour, and this was kind of like our victory lap. And then right before I got my hamstring stretched out, we had to call it quits and head home.
Yeah, and it was a shame because the song had been out for a while. It came out last year. It took a lot of time to build that momentum. And what was it like to get that call? Like, dude, you guys are number one.
We were scared because Billie Eilish was like on top of the world and still is. So we kind of didn't know if we were actually going to get number one because she was up there uh, lording over the top spot for quite a while. So we weren't sure. So when we actually did get it, and then we got it 2 weeks in a row, we were Billboard number one 2 weeks in a row. It was just like a shock. It was completely surreal, but like, yeah, totally vindicating. Like we've been doing this for a long time, and for us to kind of hit that major accolade,
That's crazy.
it's huge. I mean, really, at the end of the day, like if you want to get down to it, it's just another day. It's just another song on the radio that people have heard more than the rest, and we just kind of do our own thing and try and keep our heads down because we're not the type of guys back in the day, like when we were younger, we would have been like, number one, let's just coast off this baby. Let's hit the champagne and the bars and have a good time.
We
But
probably
now,
would have bought like a number one trophy and brought it with us everywhere.
would have spent every penny I had. But really, it's just part of the story, and it's something that is obviously a massive honor, but like we kind of just try and keep moving forward.
Right. And like I said, the song had been out for a while, was released last year, and it's not part of an EP or an album or anything like that. What was the initial thought when you first released it, just standalone?
We're thinking, I really hope this gets to number one. Like, I mean, yeah, we've basically just been putting out singles forever. We had a couple EPs. We've never actually put out an album. So like we're kind of used to like the whole single thing, and you just kind of let one horse loose in the race, and you hope that it finishes first. And that's kind of what this felt like. We've done it before, and this one just happened to be the one that got a breakaway. You know.
Yeah.
You've mentioned that this track is about being a slacker and just doing nothing and watching Netflix and what have you. It's like the soundtrack of this quarantine right now.
It really is. Like somebody else was like brought that up too. They're like, it's really funny that like the height of all ambition is now like completely like tied into just basically doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing absolutely nothing and everything at the
We've been
same time
practicing
now.
for this for a long time.
This is our moment. I'm thriving.
Obviously, a lot of people have been asking, I'm sure, this is the standalone track, and do you plan for now a fuller body of work with this attention and things?
Yeah, I mean, before all this happened, we were set to release an album in the summer. So now I'm sure everything's probably been pushed back a little bit. Like, I'm hoping it's still summer, but we'll see.
Yeah. Wow. Well, hopefully that happens. Hopefully, we'll see you in person and not in front of a partition
man.
in your garage.
Looking forward to coming back to San Fran.
This is the new normal, right? Great to meet you.
Yeah, it is, man. It really
and all that. And yeah, when all this is over, let's do this in person.
Let's go I'll bring like the green food coloring, and we'll pretend it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Put it in the beer.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, dude.
Man.